Next, you will be presented a quick overview of the financial functionality of the program. We start with the company. So here you can define first the company details. You can enter the company name, the address, the tax ID, the default currency. You can set a logo. These details will be used in printing the invoices and other financial documents. In the location, you have a list of locations which are departments in your company. These departments should be separated financially, so each of these departments have items in stock and they are separated from each other. So this is optional to use, depends on your organization. Next is items. This is a list of billable items. So you can issue billing invoices to your customers with these items, and you can also enter supplier invoices for entering these items in stock. Next is items, prices and stocks. So here you can set the sale price for a certain item, or in case of inventory items you can set an initial stock. So you can add from here an initial stock to this drug. Let's say 10, and the program will consider that that is your starting stock when starting using the program. Next you have item categories, measurement units, and prepaid items are the total, all the prepaid items in your company. Transfers. This is the transfer of items between the locations. So if you have a surplus in one location, you can move it to another. Recipes. Here you can define a way to produce certain items. For example, you can define the recipe for a certain treatment. For example, for the Botox treatment, you have the recipe that you consume one syringe and a few units of Botox solution. So you can define that recipe here. And this recipe doesn't have to be precise. I mean, in some cases you have to make adjustments when you do the procedure. So using these recipes, you then can build bill of materials. Please know that these bill of materials are the actual documents which will move items in stocks. So based on a recipe, a bill of materials is built, and when the bill of materials is saved, then the items will be taken out of stock. The bill of materials can be entered either automatically in the consultation if for example the Botox treatment have an associated recipe. When you enter a treatment, Botox treatment in the consultation, you will be automatically prompted with the bill of materials for that, or you can enter manually bill of materials during the treatments. Next is the medic percents. So with this you can define certain percents to your medics. The program considers two different types of medics. The first is the owner medic of a patient. That is the medic which is entered in the patient editor. And there is the second type of medic is the medic which does the actual treatment. So you can assign percentages to these medics. So this medic is the medic which does the treatment. You can assign here his percentage from the billed treatment. Next, the dressing treatment. The dressing medic is the owner of the patient, and the company percent is let's say the remaining 40. So you can define these percentage schemes which will be useful in paying the medics, and if the maneuvering medic and the dressing medic is the same, their percentages will be accumulated. So next in the financial overview is the billing section. So here first you have a dashboard, so you have a quick view of your billing situation. You have here the invoices, the unpaid invoices, you have some recent payments. Up you have the balance. This is only the billing balance, so it is not related to the purchases. And you have some statistics regarding the sold items in the latest period. If you want to see the financials of a single patient, you can select it here or here, and you will jump to the dashboard, to the financial dashboard of this patient. So here you will see the invoices for this patient and the balance and so on. Next is co-payers, which we'll discuss later. Invoices. This is the list of invoices issued to the patients. Payments are the payments issued for the patients. And receipts. These typically are similar to invoices and payments, but they do not have balance. So in the moment in which a receipt is issued, it is also paid. And the latest is special offers. So here you can define promotions and use them. Another financial section is the purchases. It has a dashboard similar to the billing dashboard, but it's related only to purchases. You can jump to the dashboard of the supplier by pressing this link of the supplier. So here are the financials of this supplier. Next is the list of suppliers, invoices issued. So by default only the open invoices are shown. You can show them all if you need. Payments for the invoices, returns. So in case a supplier you return some items to a supplier, you will receive back a credit note with which you can purchase other items in the future. So this is also covered. And reports. Here you have a lot of financial reports. The most important probably is the balance sheet. So this is the financial overview of which includes also billing, but you can also set also the suppliers. The medic's income. This is calculated based on the percentages which we just talked about. You have some reports regarding the income by the co-payer, the cost profits, and also specialized billing reports here and purchases invoices here.